Hello and welcome back to Bean Dreams, where I talk about the dream that I had the night before. So I remember I was going to see a friend, and I think at some point somehow my mom got there too. She drove down there or whatever. I'd say it was 15 hours away from where I live. So our original plan was to go back to my grandparents and then go home, because apparently for some reason it was halfway for us. But our friend was like, no, you should stay the extra day and drive, longer the next day. And we were like, okay, fine. I mean, we don't get to visit often, so yeah, sure, whatever. So we're driving back, and so my dad keeps coming in and out of my dream, basically, and he was like, oh, you have two hoses that are, leaking or whatever, oil, so you have to basically, for some reason, it was, the exact same way how to install a faucet. I think it's because a couple days ago I was, actually installing faucets for someone, and I'm apparently I'm installing faucets now in my dreams on a car. So I'm like, oh shoot. And then I remember, I'm like, oh shoot, he said to do both of the lines that are coming down because they're both leaking. And I was like, I only did one of the lines. I was like, I forgot to do the other line, and I need to put oil in the car as well because this oil has probably been spraying everywhere. So I ended up calling my mom and was like, hey, we need to stop at this. It was a gas station hardware place. I was like, yo, we need to stop over here. You need to stop, and I need, you need to basically, her job was going to be holding the faucet as I'm underneath the car screwing this sucker in. And I'm like, I need to stop at the hardware store because I have everything other than I need this little rubber piece basically to make sure it's sealed up in there. And so I go into the hardware store and I'm like, yo, I need this rubber piece. And they were like, okay, here you go. And then they were like, but wait a minute, what if you use this instead? And so I got this hour-long explanation of how clamps and all this other stuff would be better. I'm like, dude, I already spent money on everything else. I just need the rubber piece. And they were acting like I was so sketchy. They just kept questioning me about this single rubber piece that was I think it was 25 cents or something. I was like, dude, I have the money. I just need to buy this one piece. Just let me buy it. And they were checking me out, just making sure they were hardcore FBI questioning me why I needed this single one little piece. And I was like, I'm just trying to fix the oil in my car, dude. I have everything else. I just need this little rubber piece and some a bottle of oil, and I'm good to go. I'm out of your hair. Please just let me go. So they finally let me check out. Didn't give me any hard time about the oil. Apparently the oil was fine. The oil was probably a few bucks, but the 25 cent, little rubber ring piece was that's what sent them over the edge. Anyhow, so I'm walking out and my mom comes out of the car, out of her car, and I start to yell something at her, hey, let me, get under the car or whatever, and just trying to explain to her what's going to happen. And then I just see her car start rolling, and I just start yelling, brakes, your car, brakes, go get your car. And she's like, what's happening? And I was like, your car, it's rolling away. And it ends up rolling into this big, what do you call it? It kind of looked like a taco truck, but it was brand new, paint job and everything, looked like it just came off the lot. And I was like, oh my lord, you're destroying someone else's property. Luckily it barely bumped into it and it stopped, and I rushed to the car. I was running to her car. I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And the dude's like, let's just back it up, let's see what the damage is, and then we can figure it out from there. And I was like, okay, cool. We back it up, literally no damage, nothing happened. And he was just like, don't even worry about it. None of our cars got damaged. He's like, just do what you go do what you need to do, because you look like you've been having a hard day. And I was like, holy crap, bless this Lord, or bless this man, bless this Lord. So since we were at this like gas station hardware thing, I pulled away from the pump, and then I pulled like into an actual parking spot, and I was like, okay, your car is staying there. We're not hitting anyone else. And then I go back over to my car, which is also at a pump, and I'm like under this car, and I'm like fixing it, and I'm putting the little rubber thingy in, and I'm like, why is this not going up in here, and why is this not working? And I like just kept fiddling with it, and I finally got it, and I was like, okay, time for oil, and then we can just go home. And then that was the end of the dream. Lastly, if you like this video, you can leave it a like, or you can subscribe if you want to see more. And you can comment down below. Tell me about your dream. Comment about my dream. Whatever. Alright, bye.